What's going on YouTube? Steven the Salon Guy here, and in today's video we're talking about your natural hair part. So I want to break down what exactly that is, how to find it, and also how to change it. Every human being has a natural part on their head. What the natural part is, basically it's where your hair wants to split on its own, and that's purely because of the hair growth, the pattern of how it grows, also the weight of the hair, how thick your hair is. So basically, there's a few different things when it comes to your natural parting. Let's talk about how to find your natural part. This is the easiest way to go about doing this. You can do this when your hair is wet or when your hair is dry. Depending on how long your hair is, you can do this a few different ways. You can comb the hair straight back like this with a comb while your hair is all slicked back. You then take your hand like so and you push forward. You push forward like this, and the hair is going to split on its own, okay? Without you creating a part yourself, the hair naturally will split, and that is your natural parting. Now, sometimes people have, it kind of is a bit confusing because you'll comb the hair back, and then you push forward, and then all of a sudden you'll get like 3 or 4 different splits. But basically, when you comb it back, you push the hair forward, and then you use your hand to kind of separate the hair. That's where your natural part is, usually 99% of the time. Then you need to base your haircut off of that. Are you going to do a side part? Are you going to kind of get rid of the part? Let's talk about getting rid of your natural parting. The only way to get rid of your natural part is by cutting it so short that the hair won't part, because it's going to be so textured and so short that the style will be a bit different. Okay? A lot of times, if it's like your hair's never had a different hairstyle before, meaning for all of your life your hair is basically parted right here, it may create a little bit of a split on its own for a short period of time, but then you can basically train your hair so that to get rid of that natural part. So meaning like, comb it forward maybe, and then we'll spike it up a little bit. Again, cutting the length so that the hair doesn't split from the weight of it. That's also a great way, because what happens is when you hold the hair up, it wants to split because of the weight of it, because of how heavy the hair is. But when the hair is shorter, there's not that much weight, so you have a lot more control of what you want to do with it and how you can style it. Also using a round brush, also using styling products to kind of eliminate that part is very helpful as well. This is a bit more of a traditional haircut that you may be used to seeing. Again, this is the natural parting. The hair always wants to go in this direction. You either create a haircut or a style that's going to work with this. If you want to go against it, then again, for stuff like this, you need to cut the hair short enough that you can control it more than letting the hair control the style, because it's so short that it doesn't want to split. You'll be able to comb it forward, you'll be able to create more of a textured look, and then change up the style too. Usually when you cut the hair a bit shorter, that helps eliminate the natural parting. Another way to help maybe create your own part, if you have one of those types of heads of hair where your hair just splits anywhere you comb it, then that really is up to you of how you want to wear your hair. So for example, I may comb the hair back and then I create my own part on this side of the head, as you can see. But the best way to kind of tell how the hair wants to go is how it's going to lay. So if you comb the hair back and you see this wants to kind of fall over this way, that means the hair naturally grows this way. And you can see how the hair grows too by just looking up close in the mirror, and you can see the growth pattern on the scalp. If it's growing forward, if it's growing down this way, means the hair wants to go this way. So it's going to lay its best naturally. Anytime you go against the part, that's how you get twice as much volume in the hair, because the hair is creating almost like an arch going around how it naturally grows. And that's a little bit of a hair hack, a little hair trick that you get more volume that way. So let's talk about how to actually eliminate your natural part. And I get a lot of questions about this. People keep saying, oh, my hair splits over here. How do I fix it? What do I do? Well, you're kind of stuck with it unless, like I mentioned, you cut it short. Or what you do is, just like we just talked about, you go and you comb it the other direction. You create a new natural part, and you consistently style your hair this way. Meaning you're always parting it this way, you're always styling it this way, you're putting product in it this way, you're blow drying it this way, and you start training your hair to go in that direction. It may take some time. You may get a little bit of resistance from your hair, meaning your hair will still want to go back to its natural status here, its natural growth pattern. But by using products and using blow drying techniques and just by repetition, you're going to kind of train your hair to go over and lay this way easier. So just switch up the part and work it into style. And lastly, if again you have a parting down the middle, a lot of times people say, oh, I slick my hair back and the hair just wants to part down the middle and I can't get rid of it. Well, again, it's because your hair may be too long, your hair is very heavy, you're not really using the right product, you're not styling it properly, and also that's just where your hair wants to live. So maybe try changing up the side part. Maybe when you style it, brush it over this way a bit, or brush it over this way a bit. You basically have to use some tricks and techniques to work the hair into a different pattern of what it naturally does. Last tip and little trick here, again, if you're looking to find your natural parting, that's why a lot of these combs sometimes right here, professional hair cutting combs, which I sell on my website, they have these little kind of separated tips right in through the very top of the comb. It's so we can kind of section the hair in a very easy way. So what I would suggest doing is when you're looking in the mirror or so, you basically line the tip of the comb up here with your bridge of the nose right here, and you basically just go straight back. And that is how you part the hair right down the middle. Because for the most part, most people's, their nose is in the middle of their face. So use that as a guide or a diagram, and it's like drawing with a pencil. You're drawing a line straight back like this, and then you can create your center parting. All right, YouTube, let me know in the comments below if you found this video helpful, because I've gotten so many requests about parting and how to change a part and why this happens. It's mostly natural, all right? So let me know what you thought. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more videos with the Salon Guy.